Hey there guys, it's Lee here. So I'm just actually at the actual workspace where I normally do my sort of day-to-day office and that kind of thing. And one of my machines has actually sort of just gone down. I just got an alert to say that it's basically packed up. So I popped down to actually come and check it out. I just thought it was going to be a case of restarting the machine, but on further inspection I have noticed that the actual RX 280 graphics card has basically died. So I've already actually sort of pulled that out. Whilst I was actually doing that, I noticed that the second 280X that was actually inside the machine as well, one of the fans had actually stopped working on that. So what I'm going to do is the one that's died, I'm going to use that as kind of like a donor card, and then swap some of the fans over on the card that's still sort of working, but like I said, one of them's got a faulty fan. Also, you'll notice the actual video quality might be a little bit different because I'm just actually recording on my phone, so it might not really be that great, but I thought I'd just capture it and share the experience with you guys. So let's jump over to that now. Okay, so this one here is our 280X that has just died. It has been working really well for ages, and now it's just completely snuffed it. It still powers up, but I've got no display from it at all, and it's not being detected in Windows. So that one is the one that's packed up. I've just actually removed the front kind of bezel piece just up there. That comes off quite easily. And then we've got this card here, which is another 280X. It's a slightly different vision. Sorry about the actual light in there. Got the lights above me. So this one has been working fine and still is working, but when I was actually taking out the one that was faulty, I noticed on this one that one of the fans wasn't spinning, and a closer sort of check found that two of them were a bit dodgy. So I'll just show you how that looks. So if you spin this one, you've got like a bit of a sort of motion to it. It sort of spins, but this one, it's not quite the same. And the third one, which is the worst one, so it's got, you can just sort of flick it and it's just got nothing to it at all. So this one is kind of about halfway dead, and this one is completely dead. That doesn't rotate at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one here, the card that's dead. So I'm going to borrow two of the fans out of it, and I'm going to swap those over to and replace with these ones. So I've actually already done the actual mounting on the actual graphics card, so I've taken off the end bezel, pretty straightforward. And then just inside these kind of two screws, is one here and one here. I've already removed those, and the same on the other end as well. Just another two tiny screws here and here. And then this plastic plate lifts off. Kind of difficult to do with one hand. Just work it way off. And then, yeah, all three fans kind of connected to this just plastic plate, and then one connected at the bottom. So that should come off quite easily. If we just look at the actual fan side, there's three screws in kind of like a triangular sort of position on the actual fan itself. So they should come out pretty easily, and I'm presuming it's going to be the same on the other one. The actual bezel kind of plate is a little bit different, but I'm presuming it'll be the same. So I'll continue on with that, and I'll kind of take you through the process with me. Okay, so I've just unscrewed the fans on these two fans here. Sorry, yeah, is that what I said? Yeah, unscrewed the screws of these two fans. So these should just be kind of come out. So I'm just going to flip it over, and they should, I guess, work themselves out, I guess. Yeah, so they just come off that free little mount there. Sorry, hopefully you can sort of see that. They're kind of coming loose, and then we just need to disconnect it. So each fan has its own individual connector, and then connects down to this like main loop here. So I'm just going to undo that now because I can't do it with one hand. Right, so I've just removed our fans and motors out from the donor one. Come out fairly straightforward. The actual connectors are a little bit tricky to actually undo, so just some small pliers will help out there. The other thing I noticed as well is that this fan, which is the kind of is actually the closest fan to the front, actually has a 3-pin connector, and the middle one has a 2-pin connector. I'm sure you can see that if it focuses, and also this end one also has a 2-pin connector as well. So that's just worth noting in case you're buying supplies or repair parts or anything. Make sure you get the ones with the right connectors there. Okay, so I've actually just removed the third fan as well, as because this card was orientated different to the donor card. So it's the the front, then the middle, then the back, and then I'm actually replacing the middle and the back. So I need two pin connector fans. So those two are going to be going into these two, and that front one is not going to be used. And also I actually remembered, depending on the orientation of the graphics card, this one made a little bit of a rattle in any case, so that one's just going to be as it was, left behind. Okay, so I've just got the fan shroud off the working GPU. It was a little bit trickier on this one. I had to kind of bend this bezel down this way, out of the way, from this kind of the upright position, just to kind of get access to this screw that was in this corner here. When it was actually in the upright position, you couldn't quite get in there. This has its own screw as well, so the only way to really get in there is just kind of bend the shroud down, but as long as you don't bend it too far, you can get access to those other screws. So this should come off now. Great. And then just sort of looking on the back, so we've got the same style fans, they're virtually exactly the same. This is essentially the same card with just a slightly different revision of the actual casing, or the actual shroud design. So it's another two pin fans, so I can replace those with the replacement parts over there, and we should be good. Okay, so that's those two fans out from here. They're the ones with the two duff bearings in them, and then we've got our replacement parts here, so I'm going to fit those into here now, wire it up, and then put it back together. Okay, so the graphics card's all back together now. You can see the fans, because that flicked, that one. It's actually quite difficult to flick them and record with the other hand. But yeah, they're all much better now, so they're all turning quite nicely, and that is that little job done. I thought I'd just capture a quick clip of this graphics card actually working, hopefully nice and quietly now, and all three fans. Perfect. Okay guys, so thank you very much for watching. That concludes this video. I'm sorry it has been a little bit wobbly. This video wasn't planned, it was completely unexpected, and I'm just capturing it as I go on my iPhone. So apologies for the actual overall video quality, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. As always, any questions or comments, put those in the comments box below. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on